a trail where sinners burn. I walk the burning cross trail with a fever in my veins. Every mile of dirt reminds me of the ghosts I couldn't tame. My boots sink in the ashes of a life I left behind, but the fire on this road still owns a piece of my mind. A storm grows in the canyon, hear the thunder shake the bone. I've carried too much guilt to ever call this place a home, but the wind keeps pushing forward like it knows where I belong. And I follow through the darkness just to prove I'm still strong. No mercy in the shadows, no comfort in the pain, but I'd rather die a free man than drown beneath the shame. On the burning cross trail, where the broken learn to rise, I face the fire alone, with the truth behind my eyes. If the night comes for my soul, then let the flames baptize. I walk the burning cross trail until the morning sky. I see a figure in the distance, like a ghost carved out of light. She whispers through the darkness, not all battles end in night. But my hands are stained with choices that no prayer can erase. Still I march into the danger with a hard and steady pace. The desert holds its secrets like a coffin made of stone, and every outlaw knows a time when he must stand alone. But I'll carve my name in embers, let the legends tell it right, that I'll walk this trail with courage through the fire and the fight. The smoke becomes my witness, the sky begins to bleed, but I keep moving forward, 'cause the fire's what I need. On the burning cross trail, where the broken learn to rise, I face the fire alone, with the truth behind my eyes. If the night comes for my soul, then let the flames baptize. I'll walk the burning cross trail until the morning sky. Let the fire judge me, let the flames rebuild me. On the burning cross trail, where the sinners turn to steel, I'm rising through the ashes, 'cause the pain is how I heal. If the darkness pulls me under, I'll still refuse to kneel. On this burning cross trail, I finally learn what's real. Burning cross trail, I walk until I'm free. Dust on my tongue and a fire in my bones. Walking this broken road, tired to the soul. Moon hanging low, like it's watching me fall. Every mile whispering the price of it all. My boots drag slow through the memories I made. Some burn like whiskey, some cut like a blade. I ain't got much left but a shadow and a song, and a voice made of gravel from holding on too long. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, singing through the smoke of every fight, lost in the dust on my tongue and a fire in my bones. Walking this broken road, tired to the soul. Moon hanging low, like it's watching me fall. Every mile whispering the price of it all. My boots drag slow through the memories I made. Some burn like whiskey, some cut like a blade. I ain't got much left but a shadow and a song, and a voice made of gravel from holding on too long. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, singing through the smoke of every fight, lost in the dust where the wrong feels right. But I'm still here, still burning in the fading light. I've carried heartbreak like a cross on my spine, buried old sins like a bottle of cheap red wine. Thunder rolls soft like it's calling my name, telling me sorrow and I ain't done playing the game. These hands are scarred, but they still know the tune, picking out songs under a dying moon. And if hope is a liar and pain is my friend, been riding with me from start to the end. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, singing through the smoke of every fight, lost in the dust where the wrong feels right. But I'm still here, still burning in the fading light. If the dark wants to take me, then let it take its time. 'Cause a man made of ashes still knows how to shine. I'm just a gravel voice in the night, holding on with everything I got inside. If the world turns cold, I'll stand and fight. 'Cause even the broken can burn brighter than the night. I've been walking through the echoes of my sin. Cold wind cutting deeper than it's ever been. My heart's a blackened lantern in the rain, flickering through memories soaked in pain. Every promise turned to rust and bone, every whisper carved into stone. But the night knows every tear I've cried, 'cause I bled them under shattered skies. And I'm still falling through the shadows of my fall, screaming in the dark where no one hears at all. Broken wings beneath the weight of every call. But I ride, even if I crawl through the shadows of my fall. There's fire in the palm of my fall, burned by every love I can't forget. The world keeps turning, but I stay the same, a silhouette drowning in its flame. My scars are maps to the wars I've lost, but every battle came with a cause. Still I stand under the dying moon, hoping dawn will find me soon. And I'm still falling through the shadows of my fall, screaming in the dark where no one hears at all. Broken wings beneath the weight of every call. But I ride, even if I crawl through the shadows of my fall. Let the black sky open, let the thunder speak my name. If I must walk alone tonight, I'll walk through every flame. For every tear I've swallowed, every ghost inside my chest, I'll scream into the darkness. I'm alive, I won't rest. And I'm still falling through the shadows of my fall. But I won't break tonight, I'll rise beyond it all. These broken wings will spread though the night is tall. I'll stand, I'll fight, I'll answer the call. Through the shadows of my fall, through the shadows of my window red turns to ashes eventually. mistakes. Every step across the wasteland leaves another soul awake. The fire in my shadow burns a little every night, but I keep moving onward through the ghosts I couldn't fight. The ground is cracked and hollow like the bones of fallen men. The wind repeats their warnings like a sermon without end. But I made an oath in darkness that no storm can ever break, to walk this cursed horizon till my heartbeat starts to shake. If redemption never knew me, it'd forgotten me long ago. But the ashes in my bloodline still keep pushing me to grow. This is my ash-bound covenant, a vow written in the flame. Through the dust and judgment, I still carry my own name. If the night wants to claim me, let it sharpen all my pain. 'Cause this ash-bound covenant is the fire I became. The moon hangs like a warning over trails of smoking stone, a witness to the secrets I have buried with my bones. My heartbeat is a hammer in the silence of the ridge, and every scar I carry is a memory I can't bridge. The world keeps turning darker, but I feel the truth inside, that the hardest roads we travel are the ones that keep us alive. I walk because the darkness carved a place inside my chest, and every outlaw learns that pain is how we pass the test. If tomorrow brings damnation, I will face it standing tall. 'Cause a man becomes a fire when he learns he cannot fall. This is my ash-bound covenant, a vow written in the flame. Through the dust and judgment, I still carry my own name. If the night wants to claim me, let it sharpen all my pain. 'Cause this ash-bound covenant is the fire I became. Let the ashes forge me, let the fire restore me. This is my ash-bound covenant, forged in darkness, born to rise. I walk through every shadow with the truth behind my eyes. If the world tries to break me, it will fail before it tries. 'Cause this ash-bound covenant is the flame that never dies. Ashes never lie, and neither do I. I walk the road where the shadows fall, dust on my boots, I've survived it all. Every mile writes a scar on my skin. Thunder rolls deep like the sin I've been in. But the night keeps calling, whispering my name, and the wind keeps telling me you can't outrun the flame. I'm just ashes dust and stone. Lost every battle I fought alone. Fire in my chest, but it's growing cold. Almost gave up, but I ain't that old. Still the dark keeps rising, trying to pull me in. But a man don't die easy, now for the life he's been. I'm just ashes on the road, burning where the wild wind blows, carrying the pain I never showed, bleeding through the stories no one knows. If I fall before the dawn, let the storm keep marching on. I'm just ashes on the road. And if heaven's gate don't open, then hell can't keep me bound. 'Cause I'm forged from dust and thunder, born to ride this broken ground. I'm just ashes on the road, fading where the dark night glows. A soul too heavy, a will that froze, lost in every truth I never chose. If I vanish with the storm, let the wind carve out my soul. I'm still ashes on the road. Under a withered sky, I walk the frozen ground. Silence cuts my bones deeper than any sound. Shadows whisper hints of all I've lost before, carving tears like frost on an ancient door. The moon is filled with sorrow, drowning in the mist. Night fools my heartbeat in its trembling fist. And though the dark surrounds the fire in my chest, I rise again from ruin. I refuse to rest. Cold winds call my name, echoing through the graves of dreams. I stand within the silence, bound by broken seas. die. Frostbitten memories wrap their claws around my spine. Every ghost I've buried wakes to realign. Yet I walk the edge between despair and dawn, a fading silhouette that never fully gone. My sorrow is the choir, the cold becomes the drum, the void becomes the anthem of all I will become. This pain, this night, this endless winter's chain, I forge into a melody carved from frozen rain. Let the shadows tremble, let the silence break, for even in the darkness a wounded soul can wake. Sing me a serenade beneath the withered sky, where the fallen souls remember how to cry through the ashes of the night, through the frost of every lie. I still breathe, I still bleed, but I refuse to let the northern winds devour everything I've known. I rise from frozen ruins, carved from ice and stone. If darkness is my burden, then let it be my flame. For even in the void, I still reclaim my name. Sing me a serenade beneath the withered sky, even if the final night begins to cry through the pale ghost winter where my shadows lie. I will stand, I will fight, I will not say goodbye. The road don't forgive, and neither do I. Dust rises like a battleground. My heart's a drum that never dies, beating loud under crimson skies. I've walked with ghosts, I've bled with storms, fire in my chest, lightning in my bones. Every shadow tried to drag me down, but I'm still here, I won't drown. And I feel the thunder burning, wildfire in my veins. Can't break a man who's risen from his own damn flames. I got blood on the highway, burning rubber through the pain. Every scar becomes my truth, every scream becomes my name. Let the night come try to stop me, I'm a storm you can't contain. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, and I ride against the rain. I face the wolves with my bare hands, buried brothers in these lands. My demons wear their Sunday best, try to crown themselves king on my chest. But I rise like a loaded gun, shadows fall when I run the sun. The world can break and tear my soul, but hell won't keep what the road once stole. Hear the roaring engine calling, like a beast that can't be chained. I was born from dust and fury, made to walk through flame. I got blood on the highway, burning rubber through the pain. Every scar becomes my truth, every scream becomes my name. Let the night come try to stop me, I'm a storm you can't contain. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, and I ride against the rain. If the world turns its back on me, I'll break through the dark alone. If the devil tries to drag me home, I'll carve my path in stone. Let the thunder shake the whole damn sky, let lightning crown my name. I'll stand tall against the roaring night, I was built from rock and flame. I got blood on the highway, but I never lose the fight. I'm the wolf beneath the moon, I'm the fire in the night. Every mile becomes my story, every wound becomes my crown. Yeah, I got blood on the highway, but I'll never lay it down. The night falls over me like a burial shroud, cold air trembling under memories too loud. My heartbeat fades beneath the silent dying moon, a ghost wandering in a world that ended too soon. Ashes settle softly where my hope once stood. Even shadows fear to walk this frozen wood. Every breath escapes like a quiet final plea, drowned in the ocean of what's left of me. forgets my name, let it be so. For I remain a shadow no one needs to know. My soul is threadbare like a torn winter veil, hung between a life too fragile to prevail. I reach for warmth but feel nothing in my hand, just the frozen breath of a forgotten land. Every memory cuts deeper than the last, carving roads of grief through my fractured past. I scream inside, but no sound ever forms, just hollow winds repeating ancient storms. Let the silence take me, let the winter claim my bones. For even despair feels less alone in this nocturnal grief hollow, where even sorrow fears to follow. I drift in silence, bleak and slow, a fading echo drowned in snow. If the night forgets my name, let it be so. For I remain a shadow no one needs to know. Let frost consume the remnants of my voice. Let the void become my final choice. For hope has long abandoned my heart's frail shell, and dreams have frozen where the angels fell. If dawn arrives without a trace of me, let it shine on the world I'll never see. I leave no mark, no flame, no vow, just fading snow. In the empty night I bow. In this nocturnal grief hollow, where broken spirits softly go, I fade beneath the winter's glow. A silent tear the stars won't know if I dissolve into the night. Let it be slow. Let me fall in grief's eternal hollow. Midnight dust on my old black boots, roadside moon and forgotten truth, whiskey breath, a shadow on my back, devil's humming blues on a one-way track. walked alone through the hurting flame, every mile whispering my name. But the blues keeps calling me home tonight, where sorrow dances in the pale street light. Singing these broken blues. I've seen love fade like a dying spark, left me driving blind in the southern dark. My guitar cries every time I bleed, picking chords of the pain I need. The road is long, but it feels like home, a place for the lost and the overthrown. And the blues keeps whispering soft and slow, every wound's a story you ought to show. With a teardrop cry, I got the broken blues running through my veins, thunder in my chest and fire in my chains. My soul ain't perfect, but it's built to bruise, living on midnight dust, forever in broken blues. Forever in broken blues. I walk through fire with the ashes on my skin, every scar a reminder of the wars I've been in. My heartbeat echoes like a war drum calling through a shattered night where the stars keep falling. Torn and broken, but I'm still standing tall, a shadow forged from every rise and fall. The darkness whispers, but I don't respond. I bled too far to ever turn beyond. Thunder in my veins, steel beneath my bones. I wear a crown of ruins forged in flame and pain, walking through the darkness where the shadows reign. Even when the final night calls out my name, I'll rise from the once again. On a quiet road, the wind carries stories. My steps are heavy, but my heart keeps moving. The evening sky falls on my rolling wheel. Dust rises slowly, following my trail. There's an old longing hiding in the dark, and your shadow still lives behind the fading light. I'll let the night speak for me about wounds in this long journey. I keep walking through the trembling miles, 'cause I still know where home is. Whisper the long road, calling out my name so soft. The wind and my heart echo as one. Though the world keeps changing, I'm still standing here with a heavy voice and steady stride, waiting for the light at the end of the night. The moon stands high behind drifting clouds, as if it understands the weight I carry. I speak to the sky about a love once lost, and the hope that refuses to die. Whisper of the long road, still calling out my name. This long road isn't the ending, but the start of my healing. I hear the whisper of the quiet road, guiding me home so slowly. With a strong chest and a heavy voice, I finally find myself again. This road don't forgive. The wheels tear through the dust like a burning flame. I'm a shadow on the run and the night knows my name. Boots stomping hard on the cracked old ground. Every ghost I left behind still follows me around. High noon or midnight, it's all the same to me. I ride the dead man's highway where no soul's meant to be. My heartbeat pounds like a drum in the fight, and every mile ahead is a war in the night. I ain't slowing down, no fear in my bones. The desert shakes when I ride alone. On the dead man's highway where the sinners learn to crawl, I keep on riding faster, hear the devil make his call. When the sky turns blood red, I won't be afraid to fall. I was born in the fire, and I'll outrun it all. Still on my back and a storm in my chest, haunted by the memories I tried to lay to rest. The wind cuts deep like the truth I hide, but I learned to use the pain as the fuel I ride. Dust clouds rising like a funeral flame, but I ain't stopping now, I won't die the same. A rebel with a curse carved in my skin, and every broken piece pulls me back again. Speeding through the shadows, I don't turn around. My fate is in the engine and the roaring sound. On the dead man's highway where the sinners learn to crawl, I keep on riding faster, hear the devil make his call. When the sky turns blood red, I won't be afraid to fall. I was born in the fire, and I'll outrun it all. If I burn tonight, I burn riding free. On the dead man's highway where the broken find their light, I'll ride into the darkness, and I won't lose the fight. Through the flames and thunder, I'll tear apart the night on this dead man's highway. I'm alive, and the fire's bright. Slide guitar stinger, drum stop. Dead man's highway keeps me alive. I rose from the ashes where the desert meets the bone. A rider born from sorrow, carved from dust and stone. My shadow cuts the twilight like a blade against the sky. The world has tried to kill me, but I never learned to die. Boots heavy like a coffin, dragging secrets through the sand. This curse became my armor as I walk this broken land. The moon stares down like judgment, cold and full of spite, but I keep moving forward through the endless desert night. And the wind keeps whispering all the sins I left behind, but I ain't looking backward, 'cause I won't break this time. I'm a grave-born rider, rising from the dirt and flame, a dark frontier survivor, no fear left in my veins. If the devil wants my soul, he'll have to take my name, 'cause I'm the grave-born rider, and I ride through hell unchained. I walk with ghosts and demons on the edges of the past. Learn pain ain't just a moment, it's a shadow built to last. My heart's a burning canyon where the echoes never fade, but even in the darkness I refuse to be afraid. The desert holds its secrets, there is truth beneath the heat, but every step I take becomes a war, I won't retreat. I'll ride because the silence is a fire in my chest, and every outlaw knows that peace is just a test. And if the night consumes me, let it carve me into steel, 'cause even in the darkness I'll fight it till I heal. I'm a grave-born rider, rising from the dirt and flame, a dark frontier survivor, no fear left in my veins. If the devil wants my soul, he'll have to take my name, 'cause I'm the grave-born rider, and I ride through hell unchained. Growl whisper, death can't hold the man who rides alone. I'm a grave-born rider, forging fire, born to roam. The wasteland is my kingdom, every nightmare is my throne. If the darkness pulls me under, I'll still rise on my own, 'cause I'm the grave-born rider. The night is mine alone. The rider never dies, he only rides again. Silent as my heartbeat fades, lost beneath the weight of all the nights I've prayed. Every breath a trembling ghost of who I used to be, a shadow drifting quietly through a hollow sea. The moon weeps softly on my shattered spine, Memories decay like wilted thorns in wine. I walk the ruins of a life that never bloomed. A lonely soul in a body longing to. Cold winds carry the truth I cannot bear. I still exist, but I am barely there. In pale echoes of a dying heart, I drown where the broken shadows start. A fading whisper torn apart, crawling through a night that eats the light. And though I stand, I fall inside. In pale echoes of a dying heart. I've carved my sorrow into unlit stars, hoping they would guide me through my scars. But every constellation cuts me deeper still, a map of wounds, no dawn.